So, let's talk about some important points about script execution and building the DOM. When we access our web page, the HTML file is downloaded to our browser, and the browser starts parsing the HTML document line by line and builds the DOM on the fly. So it starts from the beginning, and when it reaches the script tag, it will first pause the parsing of the HTML and building of the DOM. Then it will go and download the script defined in the source attribute, here in this case script.js. And then after the script is downloaded, it will run or execute the whole script. Now after the script gets executed, it will then continue with parsing the HTML document and continue building the DOM. Now this can be problematic because of two reasons. And the first reason is timing. The script gets executed before the DOM is built, which means that if that same script depends on the DOM, or in other words tries to interact with tags in the HTML document, it might try to do so before the HTML is parsed, meaning that it will try to interact with tags that don't exist yet. And the second reason of this being problematic is performance, and that's because the parsing of the HTML file is paused until the script is downloaded over the network. This makes the browser wait quite a while, but what it could have been doing in the meantime is continue parsing the HTML and building the DOM while the script is being downloaded. Now coming back to our example, in order to solve the timing issue we mentioned, where the script runs before the DOM is built, in order to prevent our script interacting with the page before it is parsed, we have in the script itself included the following safeguard, the following line right here. So this line registers an event listener, which listens for the browser's event called DOM content loaded in this case. This event is dispatched after the HTML body is completely loaded and parsed and the DOM is built and ready. So when the HTML is parsed and the DOM is ready, the code block within these curly braces, right here, defined by this anonymous function, gets executed. This way we are sure that whatever code we write within these curly braces, it will execute only after the DOM is built, okay? So, but we still have the issue with performance that we mentioned, because even though the code will run after the DOM is ready, the browser still pauses the rendering process of the HTML during the time the script is being downloaded over the network from the server. That's why there is another feature supported by the browser which we can take advantage of, that solves both issues of timing and performance. And it's the following. So we can add a defer attribute right within the script tag, and doing this, the browser will trigger the download of the script, but it will continue parsing the HTML document while the script is being downloaded. And the third thing, it will make sure to run the script only after it has finished parsing the HTML document and completely built the DOM. Since this defer attribute solves both problems of timing and performance, we can now go ahead back to our script and then remove this event listener because we don't care about listening to the DOM content loaded event anymore. This is being done internally by our defer attribute instead. So let's just fix the indentation here, like that. Let's save this file. Let's save it here as well. Let's jump to our browser. Okay, we can reload just to be safe and try, and we can see that still our script is working. There are a few more points to mention here. If you have more than one script which is defined with the defer attribute, so for example, if we have something like this, so we have another script here, you can actually also rely on the fact that these scripts will be executed in order that you define them in the head tag after the DOM is built, which is important if you have JavaScript code in one script file that depends on code in another script file. Also, another thing to point out is that the defer attribute only works if it's inside the tag that has an external file linked using the source attribute, like it is here. So if the code is written directly in the script tag, so for example, if we don't have this source file and we put some code right here, it doesn't matter what, this defer attribute will actually be ignored by the browser and it won't work here. And this script will be run immediately. Okay, so this is it for this video, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you like the video and want to stay updated on the new content. So see you next time, guys.